This is one of two of the Disney theme parks that are water themed. I'm taking you inside today. One's called Blizzard Beach. The one that you're going to see is Typhoon Lagoon. It's just opposite Disney Springs, which is the retail and the shopping area here at Disney World. And inside this water park, it's home to the largest outdoor wave pool in the world, which is phenomenal just to see. So come inside, take a look around Typhoon Lagoon at Walt Disney World in Florida with me today. My name is Stuart Robinson. I'm a broadcaster from Northern Ireland, and if you like videos like this, subscribe to the channel. Now, first thing I'll say out here in the parking lot before we head in, this is the busiest I have ever seen it in 20 years of coming to Florida and Disney World and Typhoon Lagoon. They've parked us in the overspilt car park. It was about a 10-15 minute trek to the front entrance where we're at now. So I'm expecting, because it's 35 degrees, that's 91 Fahrenheit in here today, it is going to be absolutely rammed. We will see. Come inside, let's have a look around. Typhoon Lagoon. Wave conditions today. Oh, surf's up. So I've just noticed the water park's open to 8 o'clock tonight, which is unusual too, because usually these water parks typically operate to 5, 6. So I'm not even sure if it's a summer thing or if there's a special event on or whatever. You can tell it is going to be busy because they've even said that Getaway Glen umbrella rentals and so on sold out. So I've never seen that before. So we'll be lucky even getting a lounger today. Might have to fight someone. The storm is over, the coast is clear. Come and see the views. We forgot to bring towels, but they're free anyway, which is surprising. I actually thought they would have taken a deposit or something like that, but there are lockers and changing areas back here, but we're pretty much good to go. There's a little surf shop here. These are the lockers. They will require payment, and you'll rent these from over here, high and dry, and the changing areas are there. Right, yeah, it is busy. Refreshments here, some mini donuts here, and we'll head over the bridge across the the lazy river, and then you're into sort of the centerpiece, which is the theme park is based around this general Miss Tilly, which is the shipwreck, which has been washed up on the top of Mount Rushmore here. And in case there was any doubt, by the way, this is the most visited water park in the world. Blizzard Beach is up there, but Typhoon Lagoon, which is the original Disney water park, is the most visited one. It averages out at around 2 million people per year come here to experience primarily this huge wave pool behind me. There's nothing else quite like it anywhere else. A lot of pools, indoor, outdoor, they've got a wave system. This is the largest wave. This wave, as you said, is huge. The further out you are, the more it's going to pick you up, and it's just going to toss you to the side. Personally, I actually think it's a little bit dangerous. It's not for me, so that's why I'll stay here again and just keep a watch. So you know the wave session's about to happen, and it happens every 20 minutes to half an hour. Oh, you'll hear the big horn coming from the top of the ship up here, and that's when you know to either get in the water or get out of the water, depending on your preference. The rest of the time, this is a rather calm kind of just pool. There you can come in and splash around in, and then for a period of about 10 minutes, as I say, every half hour or so, it turns into this huge wave pool. And the waves come every kind of 60 to 90 seconds. You'll know one's coming before it comes, because you'll hear like kind of a noise, which is sort of just the wave being generated by the machinery down here at the base of where it comes from. And that's when you know to either duck, run, or as some people you'll see here in a second, swim right into it. But I have scuffed my feet and my knee too many times to go much further than where I am. About 2 foot in here, you can see it goes up to 3 foot, and I think maybe, is it 5 foot over here, or yeah, 5 foot. So this is enough for me. I have bled too many times in this over the years. It is, and despite how it looks, entirely safe. You've got Disney lifeguards basically checked around. I can see 5 from just a quick glance. So here it comes, there's that sound. Watch this. I'm going to raise the camera just to avoid getting it wet, because I've got no protection on it. I don't want a soggy microphone or camera. Here we go. Oh. I think I still managed to get a wee bit wet there. I was too far out. Right, I'm going to go back a little bit for the next one here. Here comes the big wave. Here comes the big wave. And yeah, it comes right up even into this shallow bit, washing kids away in its wake. Water's a little bit cold when you first get into it. Been used with the pool heating in the villa the last few days. So there's a little slide right here. Now she was a bit scared to go on it last year, so I'm just wondering how she's feeling this year. Right, Aidan, I'll wait at the bottom, okay? Wait 1 wee minute. So she looks like she's going for it this year. Last year she was far too scared to go down here. So when she went down it this year for the first time. Well, there you go, that's progress, but what's the reaction been like? Come on away from the bottom. Well, what did you think of that? Good, are you doing it again? Show your mummy. There we go. Oh, we love it this year. Oh, come on, give me your hand. Come on, there we go. That was fun. Did you love it? Did you love it? And here comes the wave. Do you remember this from last year? Look at that. That is the largest outdoor wave in the world. Even by the time it comes here, I'm going to have to stand up because I don't want to get the camera wet as it splashes up around us. What do you think? So I'm now being marched out of the pool by my second mother. Very cross that I don't have my sun cream sufficiently applied. And it is really warm today and I burn really easy, so do keep that in mind. That when you come to these places, even sometimes if it's cloudy, and obviously today there's not a cloud in the sky, you'll need to get the factor 30 or factor 50 on. It's only 1 foot down here at the shallow end of the pool. She has her own life jacket. Life jackets are supplied. You can pick those up anywhere around the park for people of all sizes, even mine. Hey, what slide are you going on this one? Are you ready? Your mummy's waiting for you at the bottom, okay? I see her, right, you get on. Sit down. She's waiting to get you. Go for it. Off she goes. There we go. Now, Typhoon Lagoon and indeed Blizzard Beach are suitable for people of any ages. Dotted right around here, and I'll take a walk around and show you a little later. There's a lazy river, runs for about a mile around the entire perimeter of the theme park. And then mixed in between that, there's a variety of different slides, some scary, some quite intense, others more for kids and more milder. But we'll show you them as we go. Now, of course, I can't show you on camera because they will definitely get soaked on this. And you can see the next wave coming here. Picking up people as it goes. There you have it. And of course, the further out you are, the more that wave will pick you up and throw you to the side. So my preference is the lady's falling here. My preference is for it to be no higher than your ankle. That's my personal preference. But Maya, the 11-year-old, is out there somewhere riding that wave. So we just had a spin around the lazy river, didn't we? What did you think? Good. Good. You liked it? What was your favourite bit? Being in that float? Yeah, there's different kinds of floats. I'll show you. There's the big double person ones. There's the single person hoops. And then there's also like ones that kids can just sit on. Further down there you might see those ones kids can sit on. And then there's these ones you can sort of just lounge into, which are my personal favourites. We enjoyed ourselves, didn't we? But we've worked up an appetite, so we're going to go and get some chicken nuggets maybe here at the Leaning Palms Resort Dining. And then we're going to go to the kids area.
Hey guys, today we're in Typhoon Lagoon having some chips for dinner. Come watch me eat my chips. And now I'm gonna drink my Coke.
So, ignore her.
For more content, like and follow. Subscribe.
Lunch costs $71. That's 2 kids' meals. We've got a cheese pizza with fries and apple juice going on here. Here she's got chicken nuggets and she's smothered her chips with red sauce. And then we got this flatbread. What was that, a barbecue? Barbecue chicken flatbread. Looks like quite good. We haven't had it yet. We have had the burger, the bacon cheeseburger, which was brilliant. So $71, that's typically what a meal, 2 adults, 2 kids will set you back. When you come to Typhoon Lagoon or any of the theme parks, that's pretty much the price. And you were surprised the food was nice, but to be fair, it comes from the same place. So whether you're having lunch on Main Street USA in the Magic Kingdom or in one of the water parks, the food's all the same and it's all priced the same as well. So this is Kitty Creek for kids under 48 inches, so it's perfect for her here. And again, she came here last year and she was petrified of it. There's too much splashing and kids running around. And again today it looks like she's it's the difference between being 2 and 3. Oh, maybe not. We're not ready for that quite yet. Right, go sit down. This one.
Oh, you have to go down. Go down.
And we're off.
Jojo, up the stairs.
We've got lots of little cave areas around this water park, which is good just for a bit of shade. Obviously adds to the theming as well. We've got a little splash pirate ship here, but there's too much splashing going on. She hates getting water in her eyes. So we might just go back for the slide. And the kids aren't allowed to wear their shoes. But the problem is on a day like today, this ground here is melting, like it's 91 degrees at the moment. And it burns your feet, so not ideal. Now the thing with these places is they're great and all, but it's very easy if you take your eye off the child for a moment, you can lose them. So you just need to keep a really close eye on the kids. It's great for children aged 3 or 4, but there's so many little nooks and crannies where they can lose themselves in here. You've got to really keep an eye on them. There she goes. Down the river. Oh, she's going fast now. There we go. Let's see whether or not this will be again. Moment of truth. Oh, it seems okay. Good girl. Come. There we go. There we go. I think she liked that. Yeah, again. Now you should be warned if you're looking to come somewhere for the day during your Florida trip for relaxing, chilled out vibes by the pool in a tropical paradise. Well, you'll get some of that here, but still do not come because that is not here. It's very difficult navigating with children. You've got to keep an eye on them. The place is so well themed and so sprawled out. It's very hard to keep track of even your own party. And particularly when you're with 2 different kids, as we are, they don't want to do the same things, as you'll have realised from any of our Disney videos on this channel. And with the 11-year-old, of course, she wants to go back to the wave pool, which is where I'm taking her back to now, to keep an eye on her. And the little one wants to stay there in the kiddies area doing that water slide you just saw her on probably over and over and over again now. So I think we've walked too far, haven't we? Yeah, we have. I was following you.
Why would you follow me?
Yeah. Well, again, as you can see, the place is huge. The wave pool itself is the size of 2 football fields, and this place at capacity can hold about 7,500 people before they shut it off. So it's a hell of a size. Right to the wave pool down this way. Here we go. This is Gangplank Falls. It's 30 minutes from this spot, and it says it's a family raft. So I'm pretty sure I've been in this before. I think these are a lot of fun. They usually fit 4 to 6. And there's a few others. Oh, there's a Mickey Mouse, hidden Mickey. And just over here, I actually saw the balloon from Downtown Disney, which is visible today. Some signs here for some of the other attractions. Humunga Kawabunga, that's 3 enclosed speed slides. They drop you about 5 stories, those ones, and they go at about 40 miles per hour. You must be 48 inches or more. So I mentioned there's 2 Disney water parks, and don't overlook them. I did for years, and then when I finally came to one, I thought, I have missed this all along. If you buy a 14-day ticket from the UK or Ireland, you can come here as often as you want within that 14-day period, and it doesn't eat into your theme park allocation. You could literally come to the water parks every day and it wouldn't use up any of your days on the 14-day theme park tickets. You get 14 days within the theme parks in any 18-day window. There are 2 water parks I mentioned. Blizzard Beach is one, this one Typhoon Lagoon's the other, and they're both heavily and cleverly themed. Blizzard Beach is a melting ski resort, and this one is obviously creating the idea of a hurricane or a typhoon that's just rushed through a tropical paradise. The theming is incredible and is on point. It's up there for me with probably some of the best water parks in the world. The attention to detail, they're timeless. This one's older than Blizzard Beach, and they kind of open and close sporadically. While one's open, the other's getting refurbed, and then while it's open, this one is getting refurbed. But during the summer period, for about 6 months, they overlap and both are open together, and that'll be the same during our trip. And also in this channel, you can check out our day at Blizzard Beach as well and compare the 2 for yourself. The one consideration we didn't factor in is there's been a period of weather, rain for the past week in the forecast here, and only just the last day or 2, temperatures have crawled back up into the mid-30s. That's the 90 degrees and plus mark. And I think what you're seeing here today with the crowd levels is not just people on holiday visiting from Europe, UK, Ireland, finally coming into the theme parks. And let's be honest, I've been here in June and July when the crowds are much less than this. But saying that, those might be cloudy, overcast days where the temperature is 20, 21. I think visitors from South America or local to Florida or the southern states or places where the people need weather much warmer than we do back in Northern Ireland are also here today as well, because it is so warm. So I think you've got that combination of people here today from further away from the cold places, but also the locals, if you like, are people more local to warmer places around America, packing in here today for the first time to soak up some rays, because the weather has been so, well, not bad, but not as good recently. So I think that's probably what's going on. So my tip is, you know, we're built differently. 22, 23 degrees, you know, the 70s, the 80s, and we think that's great. So maybe if you're looking for lower crowds in the water park, come whenever it's still warm for us, but probably too cold for the locals. And from this vantage point, we can see how many people are in the pool today. Obviously, it's really crowded, but you can count with the fingers, maybe on both hands, the brave souls who want to come down into this area where it's 6 foot. There's maybe only around 10 brave ones floating here, because of course this wave, when it generates, will pick these guys up and fling them right down the other end. And out of the entire size of this pool, actually probably a third of it, if you look, is cordoned off completely. This rope runs along here, and this area where the pool gets into 6 foot between the rope and the waterfalls, well, that's where the wave is generated in behind all this and pushes out across the rest of the pool. You hear the massive horn echoing across the place. That signals that the wave is going to start again, and it lets people know, if you want to get out, now's the time to get out. If you want to get in, now's the time to get in. And it gives people a couple of minutes just to get themselves ready, and then every 90 seconds thereafter, this place becomes a little bit choppy. You can actually see already when you're up at this end, it's beginning to get nice and choppy. You can start to hear like an engine noise as it sort of does whatever it needs to do, gets into the flow for what's to come. Well, there's 3 million gallons of water in this wave pool, just to give you an idea of how big it is. Typhoon Lagoon itself covers 56 acres of land out here in Florida. So the theme park is absolutely massive, and as I've said, you know, keep your party close when you come here. You're with your family, your friends, because it is very, very easy to get lost down here. There's another little cool place to hang out, the Forgotten Grotto. And this is all a part of the walkway around the entire theme park, but as I say, it weaves in and out of these kind of cavey, rocky areas that offer a little bit of respite from the powerful afternoon sunshine. And the walkway pretty much weaves in and out around the lazy river, so you can sort of keep track of that around here. This is around the back of the wave pool here we're at now. This is like a little beach supply store, and obviously full of Disney merch. You got beach towels, you've got flip-flops, water shoes, Crocs, beach dresses, more importantly right now, water. Sunglasses. This is very important today. Some poor man's Pringles, goggles, all that sort of stuff. And these here can be quite good as well. They sell them in the Disney parks, but you pay for them. How much are these? Let's have a look. Doesn't say. How very convenient. They're about $30 usually. So Stitch is doing meet and greets in the park today. That is the first time I've seen a character doing a meet and greet. Oh, and this is my cue to pick up, because somebody always loses the ability to walk when it's time to leave a theme park, which is very interesting. Big long line there to meet Stitch, so I think we'll skip that one today. Bye. Wave bye to everybody. Bye. Right. That's us leaving Typhoon Lagoon. I think the plan here will be, and what I'd recommend, particularly if you end up carrying children and bags and you're already tired and exhausted, if you're parked so far away like we are today because it's a busy day, one person, me, goes and gets the car, brings it round. Everybody else finds a wee seat here in the shade rather than everybody troopsing back to the car. So most of the slides and kind of attractions in there that we didn't bother doing today, because again, with the 3-year-old, the 11-year-old, and the fear of Ashley's hair getting wet, it just wasn't really worth the hassle, to be honest with you. But you're going with slightly bigger kids or those who don't mind the water as much. There's a lot more fun to be had in there than we did today. So we're beat. It's just too hot. I think if it can be too hot, it is too hot. This car park here is the main Typhoon Lagoon car park, and if you're parked in here, you can usually judge the crowd size inside isn't going to be too bad. But I'm just going to show you where we ended up parking to give you an idea of the overflow they've had to open up today to accommodate the probably close to capacity. It's probably 7,000 odd people who were actually in there today. It's actually up here and it says cast parking only, but it's not cast parking. You can see actually all these cars have had to park out on the grass. I thought things were bad last time we came and we had to park here, but we are way on up here this time, beyond the peak, whatever that is. So since we have arrived, they even have opened up over the other side. All that's full of cars. It's very unlike Disney just to have sort of cars parked up on gravel and grass. Usually they take very much a lot of pride in their car parking. Now, the water parks is free to park in. All the other theme parks are $30, and actually you think $30 is bad. Disney's the cheapest. SeaWorld was the dearest, $37, and Universal's $32. I still think $30 to park your car for the day when you're already coming in to spend loads of money and you've bought loads of tickets is a disgrace. But to be fair, the parking systems they have in Disney are great. Usually it's on tarmac and they've got loads of staff directing you into positions, and everything moves like clockwork, military precision, so it's good that way. So you can kind of see that you're paying the money for a really good car parking experience. Have these wee panic buttons on your key in America, let you know exactly where you're parked. You can click that again, knock it off, which is excellent, because in these car parks you can't get lost, and that has a good range of maybe about I want to say maybe like a quarter of a mile, fifth of a mile. And here we can just open up the doors and the boots. When you get into the car on a day like this, you got to get the AC on as quickly as possible, but you also have to just leave the door open for a second so you can breathe. I mean, it is, oh God, I mean, it's stifling. If I just turn and show you the temperature outside at the moment is, I don't know if you can see that up here, but it says 102 degrees. 102 outside. Inside this car is like walking into an oven. I mean, it's stiflingly hot. You can't breathe, so you got to get the AC fired up. It takes a while to come on, and oh boy, does it feel good when that comes on. Okay, just to finish then on our day in Typhoon Lagoon. Too hot, too crowded. The car park, as I said, is a giveaway sign if you're there on a day that's too crowded. And also, if you're heading on a day where the temperature is over 30 degrees, upwards in the 90 Fahrenheit, the chances are you're going to have the locals and the Mexicans and the South Americans who also love the heat. That's warm enough for them. My trick is come when it's warm enough for someone from Ireland, but too cold for people from hot countries, and you're going to get crowds better. So even further into the summer, when the parks are traditionally busier, the water parks can be lighter if you've got an overcast day and a day where it's just a little bit maybe cloudy. I wouldn't want to come here on a wet day, but certainly on a cooler day where the temperature is more in the 20s rather than the 30s would be my tip. Right, we need more air conditioning. Where's the max AC? There we go. So yeah, Typhoon Lagoon can be a lot of fun with a little kid that we had today, Eden, who's 3. A little bit for her to do. She's happy just pottering around, as you can see, but it's really not ideal for very small kids, even the Disney water parks. But we had fun nonetheless. The wave pool, of course, is a major attraction there, and the older child Maya loved that. It's very refreshing. As I say, I think it's just a little bit, for me, on the little bit on the kind of the dangerous side, but we had good fun. And most importantly, I think for UK visitors or visitors coming from Ireland, if you've bought that 14-day Disney ticket, the water parks are included as standard, so you're not paying extra. If you were paying the gate price there of $100, $150 to go in to that for a day, I would maybe be advising you to think about, is there another way to spend that money? But because it's included in the UK and the Ireland ticket deals, to go in there and at least sample it for a couple of hours, you've got nothing to lose, you might as well. As I mentioned, there's another water park called Blizzard Beach, and we'll be checking that out on this trip as well. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and follow for more videos just like this one. I hope you've enjoyed it and it's been useful, and thank you for watching us on our day at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.